Okay, and we are live on YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon. You are in the West Coast. We are approaching the afternoon. Good morning, West Coast. Good morning. It is mid-morning, early afternoon on the West Coast over here. And it is probably afternoon everywhere else. And the evening to all my UK friends. Hello. Hello to all my international friends. Rise and shine. So if you are on my Facebook, you probably saw me get spicy this morning. Oof, man. Not only did I wake up late, but I woke up and I always have like a few people I check on, like we all have people we check on, like people we love, right? Like people we love. We check on the people we love. Woof, my hair. I need a haircut, guys. Um, we check on the people we love, and I checked on someone I love today, and you know, I maybe overreacted a little bit, but I didn't because it's like, I here's the thing. We're gonna get into it. Good morning. This is Rise and Shine. My name is Coach Lacey. Rise and shine with Morning Moon, where we wake up, shake up, and get our minds right for the day. And I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time getting mine right today. So I'm gonna have a call with one of my Christian friends who's going to help me walk through this in a godly way. I had a whole different plan for the show today, you guys. So again, my name is Coach Lacey, and this is Real Talk with Coach Lacey Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so that you are notified for the updates, whether you're here on Rise and Shine with Morning Moon or Wellness with Watson or on Facebook, Pinsite, TikTok, wherever, Rumble, wherever you find me. I'm attempting to be omnipresent. You might find me anywhere. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure to share with your friends. Get into the Rise and Shine with Morning Moon Facebook group and anchor in with your wellness foundations. Make sure to have your carabiner. Anchor into one of your wellness foundations today. Oof, okay. So I don't know, you guys. I'm having a day. I had to calm myself down by listening to my theme song. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the Facebook, but I don't have rights to the theme song for my show. And I'm trying to figure out how that works. So, but the theme song to my show is called The Present, and it's by Isaac Cappy. And I was listening to it because it helps me get into the power, man. I love that song. I chose this song for a few reasons. I heard the song for the first time on InfoWars, and also Jamie White, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Jamie from InfoWars. Anyways, I chose the present from Isaac Cappy. First of all, I chose a song for a lot of reasons. If you know Cappy, you're my people. If you know this song, Cappy, you are my people, and I'm so excited you're here. And if you don't, we'll just say that some people will wake up and start seeing the world for what it really is. Oh, I'm so excited for it. And the world, it's not always a nice place, and it doesn't always end well. It didn't end well for Cappy. You know who Isaac Cappy is. You might never watch Forrest Gump again. But that's not my point today. The point is, I have a theme song and it's mine, and nobody can copy that, right? Nobody can copy that. And all great artists, there's a book called Artists Steal. All great artists steal per se, but it's just an expression of yourself. So it matters, right? Your message, it matters. So if you haven't listened to The Present by Isaac Cappy, go over to YouTube and listen to it. It's awesome. His message, his warning, his story, it matters. Like our story matters. So rise and shine, everyone. So that phrase, it's been forever going in the world. It's that phrase is something you've heard forever in your lifetime. Rise and shine. It's been hijacked, twisted, flipped. You can hear that rise and shine. It could be happy, it could be sad, whatever. But at the core, it's a call to wake up. So that's why I chose rise and shine. It was actually something divine that came to me. Everything that I've done. That's why I'm so upset about the copycat situation, because everything that I've built, Morning Moon, Rise and Shine, it was all divinely inspired. It was like spiritually divinely inspired. It was for Rise and Shine as a call to open your eyes to what's really happening, to see beyond to who you really are and what you're really capable of, to see beyond the veil, to see beyond the matrix. And then of course the rabbit hole. So like the song The Present by Isaac Cappy, the reason I chose this song because Cappy, right? And then because Rise and Shine, right? We're in the present, and then the rabbit hole. Everything is a rabbit hole. Everything is a rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole. You are a rabbit hole. I'm a rabbit hole. Life is a rabbit hole. If you have been down any rabbit holes, but if you've been down the rabbit hole that Isaac Cappy is a part of, then you really understand why I picked this song. And if you haven't, buckle up, baby, if you're new to my world, because I will be going down some rabbit holes. But today we're going down the rabbit hole of conditions of the heart. And right now, my heart is annoyed. I'm annoyed and I'm sad and I'm frustrated. And I want to talk about this copycat situation. What happens when people copy you? Like, and who, what's the other part of this message I want to drive home? Who you surround yourself with matters, and who you surround yourself with when it happens, that you get something happens, when chaos ensues, when chaos happens, who you surround yourself with really matters. Like it's everything who your circle is. It's everything. Who you sit with is everything. So today's show a bit of a two-parter because what happened to me today really, really torqued me off. And instead of just ranting, I really want to use it as a lesson. And I've been known to go off into the weeds, into tangents. And I'm like, I'm the lecture queen. I'm the rant queen. I will just go and go and go and go. And that's why I got the gift of gab. Thanks, Dad. But today I just want to talk a little bit about what to do when people copy you, and when there's a wrench thrown in your spokes, like when there is just straight up a shit in your spokes. You know, you get a stick stuck in your spokes, you're riding your bike and it gets tossed in there and you just fall off. You know, you dust yourself off and get up and keep going, right? So like you just got to keep going. When someone straight up copies you, when someone straight up takes your words almost word for word, your idea, your vision, and then act like they created it themselves. Oh, frustrating. So I'm going to tell you why community matters more than ever. Because when this happens and the right people are around you, you don't have to fight these battles alone. And everybody sees it, right? Everybody sees it. Authenticity speaks so loud. Like authenticity is everything. Okay, so here's the tea. Grab your tea, grab your coffee. I'm going to spill the tea. We're going to spill the tea. Okay, here's what went down this morning. I opened up my Instagram and I check on my people. Whenever I see someone's story come up, I check on my people. I'm always checking on my people. Well, I went to go check on one of my people today, which is someone I used to work with, and it was the catalyst. I love this person. She like straight up like changed my life in so many ways. But she has a problem with authenticity, and she has a problem with like really being true to herself, and she doesn't know who she is, frankly. So she's busy trying to be somebody else, like whether it's trying to be Melanie Ann Layer or trying to be, you know, trying to take other people's content. She has no clue who she actually is, so she's trying other people's identities on, which is whatever. But at some point you really have to surrender and let go and figure out who you are, right? I mean, I can't figure that out for people. You know, you can't copy someone's essence, right? So I get on there and I'm on the Instagram and I see all of a sudden the bio has changed and the tagline is straight up. I'm gonna get on my phone right now and I'm gonna read it word for word for everyone so y'all see why I'm got my panties up in dying twist. And if you are watching, girl, you fucked up. Don't do that shit. That ain't okay. Don't do that to people. And like your videos, you're always acting like Melody. Knock it off. Stop. Like I show up here authentically. I'll draw experiences and like ideas from my experiences. And sometimes, yeah, you'll post stuff. If you're watching, sometimes you'll post stuff and I'll talk about it because it draws something in me. And you do the exact same thing. And I remember when we worked together, you would do it. So, hi. Okay. So before, the tagline was walking shoulder to shoulder, helping people, raise their vibration, helping people with their health, whatever. I don't think she ever really figured it out. But now her tagline says, raising my vibrational impact on the world, whatever. That's not me. Guiding you to optimal wellness. Sure, that's vague. Okay. And then this. Your health is the foundation of your dream life. What do I tell you guys every single day? To anchor into your foundation so that you can build your dream, right? And I'm not going to take full responsibility for that coming into focus for me. I will say that maybe I would have been on her own path to figuring that out eventually, but when I was working there, I have my circle of life, right? I have my circle of life foundations, and I brought this. I was like, this is everything. This is everything. She kind of snubbed it. She kind of was like, that's like basic, that's like basics. And it's like, well, yeah, it's basics because you have to master the basics to have mastery. And I was like wild. I would always have these ideas, like this idea, that idea, that idea. And she was lovely. She would always invest in me and help me. And, she was lovely and I loved her and she had a lot of great ideas, but like she could not figure her shit out. She couldn't figure herself out because I actually don't think she's ever been through anything difficult. Like, not really. I mean, what? No, I'm not, you know what? I don't want to go into what other people are doing. This isn't about someone else. It's about the fact that I was hurt and I saw that maybe I inspired it, whatever, but it was a little bit too close to home for what my message is. And she's basically taking everything I built for her and pulling it off of this thing so she can go into this other thing and prove that it just like scrubbed me from existence from there. And the entire reason I left was because there was a lack of compassion. I left that space. I probably would have like contributed and like helped weave and been a part of it forever. Like once I find a space that I want to lock into, I'm dedicated. I'm loyal. I'm true. I will help grow it till the ends of the earth. But the second that I feel rejected and the second that I feel like you don't want me around, but you're just using my good works, I'm out. And that happened to me. I had someone give me a very nice brand new Apple computer because I was living off $1,000 a month at this, like maybe at one point I had made 2,000 in one month. Okay. Who can live off that? So I started my side business and I started making more money. Like I couldn't live off that. This person was paying coaches 1,500 a month to up level their business, but wasn't willing to invest in me, who was helping them along. Like we could have gotten the lower level thing and done it together and then worked together to get it bigger, right? Like it could have made more sense. But there was this constant, no, me. Oh, you a little bit. Let me just use a little bit of what you got here. Like what can you give me? It wasn't really like for me, for you, for us. A little bit, like sometimes there was like, yes, but there was an instance, there was 3 times where I just realized that this person wasn't into people, like didn't really like people. Like one time she straight up like kicked the some girl's hot dog cart. We were at an event and this chick like got really snotty with the girl who had a hot dog cart because it was a hot dog cart and this girl didn't like hot dogs. So she like kicked the hot dog cart and was a total snot. I just thought it was rude and I was like, that's not cool. I don't treat people that way. There was many instances where I thought to myself, that ain't cool. I don't treat people that way. And the very last instance that I had was when water got spilled. Yes, it was my water. It was right next to my computer. Probably shouldn't have been there. We all do it. She accidentally spilled the water all over my computer. It went all over my computer. My computer shorted out. And instead of being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, can I go get a towel and clean that up? Can I help you? Like, what can I do? Because I would have been like, whoop. She was like, what can you learn from that? Like, like, bro, lack of compassion is just cringy. And so that right there was the moment I decided I'm out. Like, I can't. Like, it's not even about it was never about the computer. My computer came back on later on. and it's back on, and like I'm using it right now. I'm recording this right now on this computer that my friend gave to me that I built this whole company off of. So that was like the catalyst, and like whatever. I'm being real. My whole brand is built on being real and telling the truth. And if someone's watching this and my story's about you and you don't like it, I'm sorry. That sucks. I have wronged people too. I've done a lot of bullshit myself. I've been a total shitbag, you know. And if someone never comes out and is like, Lacey, the total shitbag, I was. Yes, for sure. But like, I'm working on that, right? I'm recognizing that in myself. And I'm not saying this person's not either, but when you show up and you take someone else's words almost word for word, you don't get to stay in my space. Like you don't get to stay in my space. So I unfriended her. I'm not saying I own words or anything, but I own my energy. I own my brand. I own my originality. And if you can't come up with your own damn message, that ain't my problem. Like if I inspired you to like come up with something within yourself and bring it forward, cool. That's great. And I'm really happy about that. And if it looks similar to mine, that's cool. I really don't have a problem with that. But if I have worked with you intimately and I know what your brand is, and I know that you don't actually have a brand and you've been struggling to figure that out, and I came to you and I said, "Hey, let's invest in some branding because you need to figure out your branding," but instead you want to steal everybody else's branding and you don't actually want to like do the work. It's not my problem. Like figure it out. And I could sit here and rant all day and it's just going to make me bitter. So I'm going to just shut up right now and turn it into a lesson. That's for me, for you, for us, for anybody who has anybody ever had someone take credit for their work. Here's the thing I need you to understand. If people are copying you, it means that you're doing something right. People don't steal from the uninspired. They steal from leaders. They steal from the creators, the originators, the ones brave enough to put something new out into the world. That's me, the trailblazers. I'm a trailblazer. I have always been a trailblazer. I will always be a trailblazer. I'm the cool kid. I'm the badass. I'm the whatever. I always have been. I'm the weird one. But the thing about that is people are going to steal my shit. They always have. I really actually don't care about that. I built something worth stealing. I've built something worth taking, and like I've stolen things. Like, you know what I mean? I've been someone. I used to have like an actual problem with physically stealing things when I was a teenager. Like and I work really hard to suppress all of the sin in my life, not even suppress, to give it to God. I give the sin to God and God redeems me from it. And we all have our sin, okay? But if you're copying other people or like you're not inspired, you need to really take a look at yourself and figure out, are you actually doing what you want to do? Like, maybe this person isn't actually doing what they want to do, and that's why they're not able to figure their brand out or their dream. Like, you have to do what you want to do with your life. Like, you have to live your dream. And if you're not able to do that, you're stuck working a job you hate, then you just do it one bite, one step, one breath at a time. That is not mine. I will always attribute that one bite, one step, one breath at a time. Dr. Allegra Hart came up with that. See, that's using someone else's quote. That is not my quote. That is a mentor's quote that I worked with. That's how you properly attribute someone who has come up with content that you love. I love Dr. Allegra. Dr. Allegra, like, I have her book right here. Man, she was the one of the I wish I knew what happened to her. This book, if you guys have ever like this is off in the weeds, but if you want essentials of self-care, this is on Amazon for like $10. This was before GPT ever came, before any AI or anything ever came out. I think she wrote it in like 2009. This is such a good damn book. Like, this is probably one of the best books out there for self-care. Like, Dr. Allegra is like the real deal. And I wish she was still around. I don't know what happened to her. Anyways, but like that's how you attribute, right? That's how you attribute someone else's content is you pay them homage and tribute, right? You got to pay them tribute. Okay. So that's how you do it, right? But you have to, if someone is taking your content, you have to like take a deep breath, reel it in a little bit, and ask yourself these questions. Are you going to let it slow you down? You're going to waste your energy fighting it? Because I'm wasting my energy. I'm in my coach's box this morning. Des, help me, Des. I'm so pissed. And Des is like, let her watch, baby. Like, and I'm like, I already offended her. She's like, oh, well, you could do that too. And I'm like, well, and then, I need jerk reaction, whatever. I'll get over it tomorrow. It doesn't even matter. But I'm a savage and I'm savage and I'm real. And it's like, if something's bothering me, you are gonna know it. You will know it, internet. You will know. I will tell you. I will be very passionately telling you because I've got the gift of fucking gab. I need to stop cursing. That is something I need to work on. Okay. So the next part of this is who you surround yourself with. That made me think I need to quit cursing. I'm calling my friend Kelly in like 10 minutes so that I can chat with her about this in a Christian way because I need to stop cursing and stop being so I'm actually calling and confiding in one of my friends who is one of my clients, like to help me through this, right? So it's really important who you surround yourself with because when things like this happen, you need real people who really love you in your corner and really see you. Not just people who hype you up, not just the yes men, but you need the people who challenge you when you're not always right, the people who push you to be better and the people who won't let you stay in victim mode. Don't stay in victim mode. And that's not always easy to find. Excuse me. Yesterday I said, if you don't like people, do you actually not like yourself, right? It's so true because we're all reflections of God. And if you don't like people, then like, think about it. God created us so he could experience himself through us. Really? Like, think about it. What is it about yourself that you're struggling to accept? And some people are like, oh, I don't like community. Well, then why are you so lonely? Why do you scroll social media for hours looking for connection? Why do you feel void when you don't have real conversations? Like, we were designed for connection. That's not weakness. It's not neediness. It's just divine design. It's the way it is. Deep breaths. Breathe. Man. I have an appointment to go to. I'm going to see a new naturopath today, one that I've never worked for. This is my first time on the patient side ever. That someone I don't know. I've never been on the patient side of a doctor I don't know. And it's wild. And I was filling out the intake forms last night and I was like, these are so invasive. Why is she asking me so many invasive fucking questions? Oh, I cussed again. Stop. Stop it, Lacey. Okay. So I gotta go, but I want you guys to think about this. What are you an energetic match for? Like, and if people are copying you, I guess be flattered. But like, are you surrounding yourself with people who make you feel better or people who make you feel comfortable? You know? Are people going to push your boundaries and help you learn and grow so that you can come up with your own new ideas? You got to surround yourself with people who challenge you so you can come up with your new ideas. Like, if you surround yourself with yes men, that's how you don't have any ideas. Like, one of the reasons I don't always use ChatGPT for like everything is because I'm not creative. I have to write. So all of my full disclosure, all of my scripts, everything, I write everything out myself. Like, I love to write. Painstakingly so, I write everything. And then I take what I've written and I have the chat organize stuff. But I will never use anything that the chat has written because the chatty's dumb. Like, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. So it's like in like my wellness posts, I will write all my thoughts out and write out my recommendations and then have the chat organize them because like it's not always correct. Like, and it doesn't quote things properly. You can't rely on AI to grow your brand. That's why Morning Moon is the way it is because it's like a hybrid, you know? And I recognize people out there are going to like copy me, and I'm not saying that that's the end of the world. I'm saying that this particular person that I have worked with intimately and worked on their brand, get your own brand. Like, come on, you want to be bougie and like pleasure seeking or whatever it is, go do that. Don't be like using my stuff, like anchoring into your wellness foundations to live your dream. Like, that's like to build your dream. That's mine. Like, like, yeah, you teach people foundations of wellness and whatever, but you really actually teach them more about like dealing with their emotions. So I don't know. I'm just gonna get off it. So you can't control what people steal from you, but you can control what you create next. I can control what I create next. Whee! That's exciting. And I have so much cool stuff. I have so much cool stuff coming out, you guys. So much cool stuff. So if you're building something, keep building. And if you're feeling lonely, lean into your friendships. If you're annoyed with people, lean into your friendships. And if you're struggling with community, start showing up differently. Start being more authentic. And if you're like, what does that even mean to be authentic? I don't even know who I am. I have something for you. I have a really great program that I went through by one of my mentors. I have 3 mentors, and I like Melanie Ann Lair from Alpha Femme is one of the mentors I do for self-development. And then my other mentor is Des Dobreve, who's my branding mentor. And then I have a local mentor who's my spiritual mentor. And so I draw things from these different mentors, and I don't work with Melanie personally, but I listen to a lot of her different stuffs, the things that I can afford to listen to anyways. And there's a um class out there called Identity, and it's really great, and it helps you to really um get into who you are and what you want and shifting into different versions of yourself. So if you're interested in learning more about identity, you can send me a message and I can send you a code, or I would love to work on that with you directly. I have a really great program that is coupled with the self-authoring program from Jordan Peterson. I took the self-authoring program and I combined it with a couple other things with a signature process that's all my own. Like, I have my own journaling prompts. Really cool program. It has been transformative. It's by application only. I will only work with people who are really ready to dive in and do the work, because it's a lot of intense journaling. But I do have that available. So if you're interested in that, send me a message. I would love to work with you. That is my favorite program. So, guys, if you are having a day like I am, chaos, anchor in with the daily checklist. Get your carabiners, anchor in to the daily foundations checklist in the Rise and Shine with Morning Moon group, and just do one thing today. If anything, just do one thing. I'm gonna go move. I'm gonna go get my kid, and then I'm gonna go to the doctor, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna just have a great day. So we can be mad at the world, and we can be pissed or whatever, or we can just build something that the world can't ignore. And that's what I'm choosing to do. That's what we do here at Morning Moon. We shine so bright that you cannot ignore us. So you want to go deeper into the work and you're ready to be part of a real community, build something real and raw, and stop making excuses, join Rise and Shine with Morning Moon on Facebook. Anchor in with your daily wellness foundations. My name is Coach Lacey. I hope that you have a